I have been run over by a truck. What the heck happened overnight? I don't know why. Everything aches, the joints ache, the muscles ache. Ay, ay, ay. Hey guys. Hello. Good morning. I'm in so much pain. If you watched my last vlog, I was doing so good. Improved my diet a lot. I've been eating really well, like good proteins, whole food, plant, vegetables and fruits, like all the good stuff, nothing processed. I was moving every day, exercising. I was going for walks, for 1 hour long walks. I was feeling pretty good. I still had a lot of back pain. It was very localized, so I know it's from the spondyloarthritis, but I didn't have this overall like flu-like symptom. Yesterday I woke up and bam, what the heck happened overnight? I could not move, like my whole body hurt, and it's like a nerve pain, it's like a burning pain, it's like all over, everything aches, the joints ache, the muscles ache, like your skin is like so sensitive to the touch. It feels like your whole body is a big bruise. I don't know why. I mean, do flares ever have a reason? I mean, I guess maybe sometimes. It's not overdoing it, because I was doing that like it was a solid 10 days and my body was responding well to it. So, yeah. I'm just so discouraged because it is hard to build exercise when you have fibromyalgia, and I started walking like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes until I got to an hour, and I was able to maintain that hour. And now if I am stuck in bed for a bunch of days, it's like I start from zero. I start from scratch. Like all the progress that I did, it's lost. And it is just so discouraging, so discouraging. So my goal during this flare is to try to maintain some of these habits that I built when I was feeling better as much as possible, because I did notice that yesterday I was craving junk food and cookies and all sorts of like processed, high sugar, high fat kind of foods. And I know it is because I was in pain. And I know why, because my brain automatically searches for sources of pleasure, sources of happiness to counteract that pain and that suffering. But I'm not gonna fall into that trap. I'm gonna try to find other ways to cope with the pain and distract myself from the pain. So I thought I would just bring you guys along today. I don't know if it's going to be just today or a few days while I have this flare. I don't know. We'll see what this is going to turn into. But I just want to share with you guys some of the things that I do to cope when I'm in a flare. The first thing that I do is heating pads. Heat in forms of bath, showers, heating pads, whatever it is. For me, heat is one of the most effective ways to bring the pain down a notch. When you're going through a good stretch like I was, you forget what a flare is like. And I just been reminded. Mentally, the most important thing is to not despair, to remind yourself that it will not last forever, and to not fall in the trap of thinking that this is wasted time. There are a lot of things that we can do that may not be considered productive by society. Rest is productive because it's restoring your body. But also I'm going to show you a lot of other things that I do that help me keep sane during a flare. So second to heat is distraction. Distraction is so good to take your mind off the pain. I often do editing, but watching your favorite show can also be very distracting. And of course, after being in the same position for a long time, stretching really helps with the stiffness. And so I do a lot of back stretches, arm stretches, sometimes I do leg stretches as well. And then we are back to heat. This time it could be either a hot shower or a bath. Today I chose shower because I really wanted to wash my hair as well. And then, of course, you have to pick the comfiest clothes you have. And for me is pajamas, always. And after having a shower, I always feel so drained. So taking a nap is an absolute must. And I try to make the environment as cozy as possible. Sometimes I light candles, make a fire, but today I didn't have the energy to make a real fire, so I just put on a YouTube fireplace. And then after a nap, we are back to distractions. This is a map of Ontario parks that I got from my daughter for Christmas. And I am scratching all the parks that I have been to. Not only this activity was a nice distraction, it also made me remember all the experiences that I had visiting those parks and helped me believe and remember that flares don't last forever and that I have had good days where I explored and went camping and had adventures. Fatigue is a big component of flares for me, and so I keep alternating low-key activities and distractions with rest. So after doing my little scratch the map activity, I needed to lie down, and so I turned to YouTube, and I love watching other people's adventures when I can't have my own. It's almost like I am living through their eyes. And then I decided to do something a little bit productive. I put on a load of laundry, and let me tell you, I only put 6 pieces of clothing in. I know that's probably not the most efficient way of doing laundry, but one, it helps not accumulate, and second, it just makes me feel so productive after a whole day of just napping. I did not have energy to cook today, so I just ended up ordering some Japanese food. And then again, distractions. Just watching Luna play was such a fun distraction.
She likes to destroy.
Oh my gosh.
Just to destroy and rip into pieces.
Luna? What are you doing? Yes, you! you doing? I'm watching you. That's okay. You can play. Look at this mess. Look at this mess, Luna. Huh? Who's gonna clean it? You? You? I just love watching all that puppy energy, and it really brings so much warmth to my heart. You did it. You ripped it. Oh my gosh, what a mess. So I ended up ordering food. I am so fatigued and in so much pain that I just did not have any need to make anything to eat. And I know that eating out is not the healthiest. I'd try to make good choices, but even things that you think it's healthy, when it's not made at home, you're not quite sure what they put in. I ordered a salmon tataki. It's Japanese, a sushi. And I know it has like a sesame oil, vinegar, sauce, probably has sugar in it, most likely. But I think it's better to eat slightly unhealthy than to not eat at all. So that's what I did. I ended up ordering. I am going to end this vlog here. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a day vlog or multiple days, because a flare is not only a day, typically lasts for me anything from 5 days to 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how bad it is. But honestly, I don't think I have it on me to keep filming for multiple days. It is exhausting to keep thinking about what I'm going to film and picking up the camera and setting up when I'm struggling so much already with energy. And I think today's vlog has already given you a pretty good idea on how I handle a flare day. Of course, each flare is different. What I haven't done today yet is I haven't taken any painkillers. And I did that on purpose because I haven't been sleeping well, and I haven't been sleeping because of pain. So I decided to not take painkillers during the day so that I could take it at night before I go to bed. So that's part of the strategy of managing a flare as well, is when you're going to take medications, especially the ones that are taken as needed, to make sure that you're safe, to make sure that you're not taking more than you should. And so I knew if I had taken during the day, it would have been too much to take again at night. So I preferred to kind of like power through the day, use shower and heating pad and distraction and all other forms of coping mechanisms for me, and then leave the painkiller for me to take it before I go to bed. And hopefully I can get a better sleep, because I know that not sleeping well can be a trigger for fibromyalgia, and then you get yourself in that vicious cycle where you can't sleep because of pain, and then not sleeping creates more pain, and it just keeps, going on and on and on. So I think getting a good night's sleep is super, super important when you're in a flare. And so that is my strategy for tonight, is to take my painkillers before going to bed and hopefully sleep. If you are in a flare, I hope it won't last too long. I hope you're already on your way to recovery. And I just wanted to say that you can do it. We can do it. And it is going to end. I'll see you guys in the next one.